What's going on, 49er faithful, 49er fam, 49er gang? It's your boy Dion, your 49er reporter, back here with another video. Definitely get these particulars out of the way. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you can keep yourself up to date on any and everything San Francisco 40 motherfucking Niners. Go follow me on Instagram at 49er_Dion. That is 49er_Dion. And on Twitter, you can follow me at SwiftD. So, the NFL draft. The night we all been waiting for as Niner fans, because we were sitting here going, man, we got to figure out what we going to do. You know, we sitting there thinking, hey, man, we could possibly trade all the way out of the first round, grab ourselves some good picks, make sure that we stockpile, do what we need to do. No. Nope. Not our illustrious GM. Nope. This is what pisses me off. So we are at 13. It's taking forever for us to pick. So I said, okay, if it's taking that long, they're making a trade. Got it. So I say to myself, okay, they're making a trade. Let's see what goes on. So we make a trade with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for them to jump one spot and draft Tristan Wirfs. They draft the offensive tackle, to go ahead and protect Tom Brady, their new investment. I'm like, all right, cool. What did we get for the trade? So what did we get? We got their 14th pick, which is just one pick behind them, and the 117th pick. And we gave up a 7th round pick. What are you doing, John Lynch? What sense does that make? That trade didn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. That was just... This is why I say, like, his drafts have been subpar. Last year he hit on a few picks, but what? Well, you have no experience at trading picks. None. Because there ain't no way in hell I'm going to give you my first rounder, move back one spot, and then get your pick all the way. No. So, okay. You made the trade. 7th rounder means nothing because usually those players, it's extremely rare that they actually make the squad and or even play. So we move on. I'm saying, all right, we got pick 31. Probably trade out of there, see if we get a 2nd and 3rd rounder, possibly even a 4th rounder, whatever the case may be. So no, I'm going to pick up some food for the wife. She wanted some Chick-fil-A, so I went and got it. And in the process of this, I stopped by the grocery store, grabbed myself a couple of little snacks. My mom tells me, you just drafted some receiver named Brandon Ayuk. I said, no, Mom, we don't pick till 31. She said, no, it says it right here on the TV. Brandon Ayuk. And I said, oh, no, Mom, it's pronounced Brandon Ayuk. So she said, oh, okay. Well, Ayuk, whatever. Y'all drafted him. 25. You moved up. You traded. So I said, who the fuck did we trade with? So I finished talking to my mom. I get in the car. 49ers trade up with Minnesota to get a receiver who would have been there. All the big name receivers are gone. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy. Gone. They're out. Boom. Bye. Finito. Ruggs got drafted by the Raiders. They came in and stole that motherfucker because they knew Kyle Shanahan wanted him. So, what doesn't make any sense to me is the Kinlaw pick. I understand. I understand wholeheartedly. Like, I get it because we needed to fill the void left by DeForest Buckner. He was available. Boom. He wanted to play with us. Like, dude literally came out and said, I want to be a Niner. So I'm thinking to myself, great, perfect. We'll trade out of the 31st pick, stockpile a few more, add some more players. We trade up with Minnesota, and what pisses me off is this is Kyle again. I know it's fucking Kyle. I know it's Kyle because Lynch is a defensive guy, and I know how he works. But I knew this was Kyle. I fucking knew. I know it's Kyle. Kyle is really particular about certain players, and he's going to throw a fucking hissy fit if he doesn't get the player that he wants. But what kills me is Brandon Ayuk wasn't going no motherfucking where. This receiver was not worth trading up for. He wasn't no. Come on, man. He's like the fifth, sixth best receiver in the fucking draft. And you traded up. People, we gave up our 31st pick, our 117th pick that we acquired from Tampa Bay, and our 176th pick. We have 3 picks left in the NFL draft, people. 156 in round 5, 210 in round 6, and 217 in round 7. Do you really think we're going to hit on anybody in any of those rounds? Any of those players are going to become marquee, staple players for our San Francisco 49ers? Because I don't. This is what drives me full on maddeningly insane. When shit like this happens. We had 7 picks. 7. We now have 5. We added another pick to get to 8. Like this. Like these are the moments that piss me off because now we literally don't. You can't package 5, 6, and 7 to get anywhere. Anywhere in the draft. Nobody wants those picks. For what? We don't have a pick in round 2, 3, or 4. All of our defensive backs that are signed to us are signed through this year. They're all free agents next year. I hope this is like making sense, and I'm starting to bring the reality to you. This makes absolutely, positively no sense at all. Brandon Ayuk would have been there even if we wanted to wait until 31. Nobody was drafting this guy. Let's take a look. So it would have been Minnesota. That's who we traded with. Minnesota at 25. So Minnesota had already picked up Justin Jefferson. They weren't going to go and pick up Brandon Ayuk. They're going to pair Justin Jefferson with Kyle Rudolph and Adam Thielen. People, God. The Chargers move up. They go get an inside linebacker. They didn't want Brandon Ayuk. The Saints, they didn't want Brandon Ayuk. They wouldn't draft at the center. Green Bay traded up because they wanted to get the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love will sit, people. Mark my words. He will sit for a few years. Aaron Rodgers ain't going nowhere. They did the same thing with him that he did with Favre. He sat his ass down, learn, move on. Seattle drafts a linebacker. Ravens draft a linebacker. And right now, I didn't get a chance to see, number 29. But this is what I'm saying. Like, what sense did any of the moves we made make, save for the first trade? And that didn't even make a whole lot of sense because we didn't get a really good haul for that. We moved back one spot and only got one pick. This doesn't make sense, people. These moves don't make out. And the Kinlaw pick, all John Lynch. You know he wanted it. I'm sure that was Lynch and Robert Saleh going. Kinlaw's there, we're taking him. He was there, they took him. But whenever we move up for a fucking receiver, it's always Kyle. Always, 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 always Kyle. We moved up to get Dante Pettis. Look what happened with that. We drafted Jalen Hurd, sitting on the bench with a bad back. Trent Taylor has had 5 foot surgeries. No, not really doing so well. Joe Williams, he don't even play football. You start to see the pattern. Whenever you get so engorged in these people and these players, they don't seem to work out. And N'Keal Henry from ASU last year looked like hot shit on a stick in New England. Mind you, I guess Brandon Ayuk looked better, but I'm like highly upset. And I'm trying my best. But this doesn't make any sense. This is an extremely disappointing draft. So you telling me we just needed 2 players? That's what you're saying? That's what it sounds like to me. Because 2, 3, and 4, those rounds, we have no fucking picks. None. 0, zip, zilch, nada. And if you package 5, 6, and 7, you're probably only going to get 1 pick, if that. And you may only move up to the 4th round, possibly the 3rd. You ain't going nowhere near that 2nd round. You telling me we only needed 2 players? We needed a defensive tackle and 1 wide receiver? First of all, a wide receiver who wasn't anywhere near the top tier wide receivers, who we could have waited to get. Lynch, man, I'm sorry. John Lynch, you disappoint me, man. You disappoint me. Don't get me wrong. I hope Ayuk does fantastic for us. And I'll gladly eat my words if he comes out and he shines and we can turn him into a star receiver. But I just don't see how we don't have the picks in this draft and we're okay with settling with what we got. And we don't have any defensive backs next year. All of our defensive backs are free fucking agents next year. We didn't draft the DB. We think we're gonna find a gem in this draft in the 5th round or the 6th round or the 7th round with DB. We drafted Tim Harris Jr. last year and that motherfucker wound up getting injured and out for the whole fucking year. This is what I'm saying. It's the shit that don't make sense, people. Understand the logic. We needed help. And to get that help, we needed young players and more picks to pick the players. This shit is backwards. And I'm very pissed off right now. I'm not even going to watch the draft. Because I don't need to watch it tomorrow. Fuck, might as well not. Because we ain't picking shit. Unless I get a notification on my phone. What's the significance of watching all of the teams around us get better? That's all we're doing. Isaiah Simmons is an Arizona Cardinal. Do you understand? When we played the Cardinals both times this year, it was hard. But look at that. Jeff Gladney. He was a very highly touted DB. Where is he at? In Minnesota. With our fucking pick that we gave up for Brandon fucking Ayuk. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. You know, we don't get nothing. Just not a goddamn thing, man. I'll be back with another video on the whole first round of the draft. But I just had to vent my frustrations. Y'all have yourself a good evening. Those are our picks. Javon Kinlaw, Brandon Ayuk. I'll see you in the 5th round. Stay faithful. Stay blessed. Try not to stress.